So I sung hard I wore when it came hard to breathe. Hit the focus to make sure I hit the notes. And there's palm and I won't blame you if you can't believe. But she began to flow. That's your man, hey, cause if it isn't, I'ma break my very best for you tonight. Then she say I'm a magician. And if you're ready, they want to take me home tonight, it's quite alright. Yeah, she say make me dance.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the outset is Penix. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing.
17 at the 28-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. They'll find Shaheed out to the right. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And looking to throw, Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Throw left side is complete on a diving effort. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Now Penix, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw, Penix. And he'll find Hall. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Penix. And that will be incomplete.
first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. On the bootleg, it's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
60 by 6, 60.
They'll run for the first time with Bruce Hall. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and hit clearing space.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
They went right back to it, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Let's go.
Off play action. Here's Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Evan Ingram from 8 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
That's the score. Raiders 7, Steelers nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. So they fake the handoff. Now alot. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Allen going to run with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble at first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because, you know, he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10. Go! Hawks, 70, Hawks, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Take over.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. To the air, Penix. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
17 yards.
Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Now Penix. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
2nd and 14 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
And now at this point in the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Running left, it's Hall. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problem problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. They need 2. Here's third down. Throwing now is Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And I think the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Go up there and force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit. But this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Fielded at about the 28. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Fighting Harris over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Steelers, first down.
On play action, Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Gain of 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 3rd and 19. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
46-yard line.
And now Nick Folk. His career long, 56 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Ball right on the 50-yard line, and here's 2nd and 6. From midfield, here's Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I think put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. Folk's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Ready, go!
They'll throw with Penix. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Marvin Mims, 30 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Rashid
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He targets Ingram for another grab. 7 catches for him now. His last one, a first down.
Vegas, first down.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
13 yards.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant.
At the 48-yard line.
18, right in. Go.
Looking to throw, Penix. And this throw incomplete. And the defender's all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Take off.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Allen. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
This is Edwards. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They'll lose it.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out,
Hey,
bring 'em out.
to get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, all my hot girls yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
Hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey, front to back, they yelling.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.